We are inside the building, which used to be one of the first cinema of Jerusalem.
Yes, the theater we're in used to be called the Orient and then the Regent. My mother used to come here and watch movies.
My grandfather Fuad, his first date with my grandma was here, in this place.
So my name is Dorit Naaman. I'm the director of Jerusalem We're Here, which is an interactive documentary having its Kingston launch at the Kingston Canadian Film Festival, launched earlier in the Montreal Documentary Film Festival in November. So the film tells the story of a Jerusalem neighborhood that has been Israeli since 1948, but originally is Palestinian, and none of the Palestinian past is ever available or visible in the space. And what I've done is I worked collaboratively with Palestinians from the neighborhood and their descendants, and we made very short films, very poetic, very small, not oral histories, not long individual stories. And those films are embedded into basically a virtual walk. You walk yourself in the neighborhood. You can turn your head and go to the right, look to the left, and take a walk that's based on Google Street View and on material that we shot. And then when you get to houses where we have participants, you can stop and watch a short film. An interactive project is usually meant to be watched individually on a computer screen or with VR glasses. In this case, we are doing a screening that is a kind of a regular screening in a theater with audience. And what I will be doing is I will start navigate through the project with some purpose, and then I will invite people from the audience to come and navigate if they want to, and start opening it up to questions. And what we're doing that's really unique here in the Kingston Canadian Film Festival is that we're going to start in a theater, but then we will go back to computers and editing suites in the film and media department where people can experience it individually, and there may even be a little bit of an interactive physical installation surprise if we can manage to do it, carry it out. And a reception and a conversation. So people will have an opportunity to experience it in various ways and talk about what it's like to see it in a large audience and also to watch it individually. Every space, including Kingston, you walk down Princess Street, 50 years ago it was different, 100 years ago it was different. So I think that every city in particular, but almost every space can only tell us what the present is with some sort of hints about the past. So I'm trying to bring the past into the present, and especially because this past is politically contentious, I think that people should have a much better understanding of the Palestinian-Israeli conflict that goes beyond the headlines and beyond the very reductive and very black and white news that we get here in Canada. And finally, I think that there are stories here, there are places here in Kingston and around where there are obfuscated histories, where things are not on the surface, where there are traumas, where there are painful removal of people, even just the expansion of the St. Lawrence River in the 50s, where people were displaced in order to make that big engineering project. And some people were okay with it and some people weren't. And those are stories that we're not always aware of. So I'm hoping that I've started a model that other people can take and tell other stories with.